Shalom. This is the book of 2 Timothy 4, starting verse 1, and it reads, I charge thee therefore before God and the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itchy ears, and they shall turn away their ear from the truth, and shall be burned unto fables. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. First of all, let me give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakadash, double honor to the teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers that are putting on this truth faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep. And to brothers that are tuning in, Shalom. Today we're going to go into two little incidents that took place yesterday when I was at camp. The first one is with this Edomite that pulled up in his car. I mean, he went through all the trouble of going around and circling and coming back and slowing his car down, screwing his window down, and he shut out what you will hear in this clip that I'm going to play for you a little later on. Okay, and of course my reaction, I was in the spirit, really going out hard out there, on some doctrines related to Jakes and their worshiping of this demonic queendom here, and following the so-called white man and all of his ways. Okay, and I reacted, a little bit, as you will see in here, but here's the deal. I just read to you 2 Timothy 4 and verse 1, and we are raised up by Bashim Yahshua to go out on the highways and the byways and preach out this doctrine, okay, to turn as many as we can and bid as many as we can to the marriage, okay. And it's going to be bad ones and it's going to be good ones, okay? But we're only out there for the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, or so-called Black, Native Americans, and Latinos, and the speckled.
This is the book of Revelations,
Quiet.
chapter 7.
Quiet!
Come and make me! You don't want no part of me. You got 5 chins on your damn cheek.
Words. Okay, let's go into the book of let's just go in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, starting with verse 1. It says, Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Who's Mount Seir? Mount Seir is Great Babylon, America, okay? Whether it's here on the continental of the United States or across Europe, it is the empire of the Edomite, okay? The so-called white man, okay? So we are setting our face against Mount Seir, and it says, and prophesy against it and say unto it, Thus said the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. So we are going out there, okay, with these signs. We are showing them what they have done in the past to us in slavery, what they've done to this earth, okay, and the other nations, okay, who are drunken by the wickedness and all of the doctrines of this so-called white man, okay. And also we are to get our people to turn away from worshiping this doggone beast, this damn devil, these sick, perverted, okay, child molesting, rapist, sodomite, piece of shit crackers, okay. And it says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So this man has continued to shed our blood even after post-slavery, okay, in which they're saying that we are so-called free, but yet still we can turn the news on every single day, okay, and see another Jake dead, okay. And then I get this pecker that's going to pull up in the vehicle and dare tell me to be quiet. Are you kidding? So yeah, my response was going to be like that. Okay, we're not choir boys. I'm not a choir boy. I'll tell you, I'll be the first to admit to it. I'm not a choir boy at all. I've been holding almost 50 years worth of doggone hatred and rage, okay, against these doggone Edomites, okay, because they have shit on me from the day I seen the first cracker, okay, when I opened my eyes. They've been shitting on me ever since. So yes, there's a lot of anger, okay, there's a lot of anger, but I'm not a carnal person. Okay, or I pray to the Lord Yahweh Shemashai not to allow me to be carnal, but in this flesh, okay, sometimes you get a little bit weak and you would react in that respect like that. Let's go into the book of Psalms 94 and verse 16. It says, Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? And who is the workers of iniquity? All these doggone Edomites, okay? These Edomites, okay? Esau, the so-called white man, all these other co-conspirators, these other nations that are along with them there. We know the Moabite, the Ammonite, okay, the Hamite, the Elamite, okay, the Ishmaelites, Okay, and then worst of all, the 2/3 Jakes that stand up with them because Jake think he's on the winning team. Okay, because he can eat, has a roof over his head, can still go to the club or go to the bar, and they see the pretty lights all over the damn place. But we're letting you know that soon this place, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua has his eyes set in this place. Sooner or later you're gonna be driving down the street. There's not gonna be any lights. There's not gonna be any stores open. There ain't gonna be no taco stands open. Okay, all there is gonna be in this place is just great violence, and the Lord is gonna bring it. Okay, worse than Esau can imagine in his doggone movies. If any of you have watched those movies, Fear of the Walking Dead, and any of those apocalyptic movies, okay, just multiply it by doggone 2 times. And then that's exactly what you're going to be experiencing here in Great Babylon, America. We are going to laugh at you people when your fear comes, okay? So these people, they want you to shut up because they know exactly this. These people, they drive around me, and like I say, I got if I'm out there for about 2 hours, I got about around 600 or 700 cars that would drive by, okay, and they know exactly what I'm doing. Some would honk their horns, some take pictures, TikTok, whatever the case like that. But every now and then, you might want to get a guy like this that want to stick his head out the window and get stupid. You know why? Because he's a fruitcake. He understands what's going on. All right, he understand, okay, that this is about them because the posters are very obvious. I'm out there by myself. But you know what? I got about 15 posters out there that are showing the wickedness of this damn man, the scriptures that go against all of his doggone doctrines that he put out here in the form of these laws, protecting these sodomites, okay? And all these vile abomination that they call good, which is wicked in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, okay? Now, the second part of this is when these Jakes pull up. Now, these Jakes, okay? These are your typical young Jakes. Now, they're not like the typical middle age or, you know, what I call like in the 30s and up, okay, who usually pull up to camp or, you know, would talk to you or inquire. These have to be about roughly between the ages of 18 to like 20 maybe, okay, and they pull up in the truck, okay, and so I'm talking to them, okay. Now before I tell you exactly what took place, okay, let's go into the book of Luke 6:25. It says, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. And why did I start out with that? Because that's exactly what they were doing in the truck, okay, 3 of them, okay, in the truck. Now they asked me, you know, they kind of pull up there and they kind of was just looking, you know, at you know, would look to be a middle-aged man out there, you know, talking, and they figured they would just pull up and have a little fun. So I got talking to them. Now one of the Jakes in the back, okay, he was the one that was a little more darker skin, you know, said his mom was white and his so-called white and his dad was a so-called African American, and he seems to get a little bit more inquisitive, okay, but the 2 in the front, they kind of having a smirk, and you know, they were asking me why with the lion, with the crown on the sackcloth I was wearing, you know, and I mean, barely could contain himself with laughing. I mean, barely. I mean, seriously. So of course I turned the ante up. I give up some scriptures. I talked about who they are, what has happened to us, what's going to take place here in Great Babylon, America, and also what's going to take place here domestically here, locally in El Paso. That El Paso is just another little town, okay? And in fact, El Paso was featured in that movie Purge, okay, the final Purge movie, in which a lot of the things took place in El Paso. And I go, well, why do you think that was the case here? Why El Paso was chosen for that? You have the border here that has one of the most dangerous cartels, you know, the Mexican drug cartels here out there across the border of El Paso, and then you have El Paso right here. And I go, why did you think they do that? Because they know that this is going to be a pivotal point, okay, where you have these Northern Kingdom tribes coming from all the way from Argentina or to Mexico, okay, that infiltrated the United States, and then you have the clash of the North American, okay, which is going to be these 18 tribes that are here. Let's go into the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, starting verse 1. It says, again, the word of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he see the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take it not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. This is what we are doing out there. We are getting the blood out of our head. We are commanded by our Malak, okay? Malak Yahweh Mashiach, who the word ignorantly called, you know, Jesus Christ, okay, to go out there on the highways and the byways, okay, to go face the scrutiny, the scorning, the mockery, and the danger, okay, or what comes with doing this job. Because that's what we are. We are ambassadors. We are his watch. We are servants. Okay. And we are the watchmen for the tribe of Israel. We are the one that stands up in righteousness against the oppression of these people. Okay. There's no time to be marching or whatever the case is. This is no time to be joining hands with these Edomites. Okay. These so-called white people. Okay. There's no time for this doggone kumbaya, we shall overcome crap. The only thing that needs to be overcome, okay, is the fact that Yahweh Shemashai is going to put that protection, that seal on you. Okay. You know this truth. You know his name. Okay. And you get to actually witness the destruction of these people and watch their smile and their mirth turn into absolute terror while you are protected the entire doggone time. How about that? Okay, it'll be like you sitting in the doggone plane, the plane crash, you seen all the smoke, the bodies fly apart, the explosion, all that crap, and not a damn thing happened to you. Who lived to tell a story like that? Very few people, okay? And that is what we are going to be going through, all right? So it says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took no warning. His blood should be upon him, but he that take a warning should deliver his soul. So they should be delivering his soul. Now look at the young Jake in the back, and they say, man, don't listen to these two clowns in the front seat, okay? They're not going to help you. Then I went and I told him, I say some real life things. I go, you all have not seen bad people yet. You're not seeing men. You're little boys, okay? And men, okay, who've been out there hardened criminals and all that stuff who are being let out of prison right now. People, when they get desperate, y'all gonna be just like little girls, man. Okay? Y'all basically little girls, to be honest with you. Y'all are like little girls, okay? So you're not cool, okay? Stop following that hip hop crap out there. There's a bunch of faggots and stuff, you know. And you know, I went on with them and I told them who they were and all the other stuff. They still kind of had a smirk in their face, but the one Jake in the back, you know, Lord willing, you know, the spirit seen it was like it was on him to like look at it. He was young, but you know, look at him. He was inquisitive. He was asking questions. Okay, he was really like he was concerned because he somehow it was resonating with him that, you know, there is a potential for danger, and he was concerned with his mom, all those things like that. And even that fear, that is the fear of the Lord right there, okay? Where you have that fear of what's going to happen to your wife or your kids or your mom or your parent, you know, or your dad or yourself. That's the fear of the Lord inside of you. So that's where that fear starts, when that knowledge comes into you afterward, because you have the fear of the Lord. So now you start to seek him, okay? Because you don't want to experience what these other people are going to experience. And it says, but if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, the people be not warned. If the sword come and take away the person from among them, he's taken away his iniquity, but his blood will I require the watchman's hand. So we got to go out there and we got to warn him. Okay, now are we going to go out there and just walk up to random people and go, hey, no. When we're out there on the highways and the byways, that's what we do. We have to put these videos up daily, okay, and educate and warn the people of the impending danger that's coming into this place, because the devil is not going to do it. They want you to be quiet, okay? They're going to reach their head out the window and tell you, be quiet, okay? How dare you say the bad things that's going to happen in life, because it's a feminine spirit place like that, okay? Let's go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 13 and verse 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man hold his tongue, and look, and what he said, that exalt it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Here it is. You get Bill Gates, no college education, but he's rich. He can come out there and he's giving out medical advice. When you get us coming out there, you have us, and also you have people who actually have doctorate degree, who actually are doctors practicing medicine for the last 20, 30 years, come out there and say, man, look here, don't go and deal with that BG serum. They got kicked offline. They lost their jobs and everything. Okay? Because why? They're not Bill Gates, who's been propped up out there like that. Okay? Under the American standard, under the Great Babylonian standard, he would be considered an uneducated man. Okay, so it talks about that. That's the reason why they use these rappers. Okay, they use these carnal-minded people. Okay, they exhort their friggin' wickedness out there, and our people are stumbling. This is the reason why we as watching, we need to tell you, like, don't follow that crap, man. These people are at the end of the day, when it's all taken away, when the Lord take away their wealth and take away everything and bring everybody in the same level playing field, they're gonna be crying like little bitches, man. These men, okay, no matter how big they are, they're gonna be the worst coward. It's gonna be pitiful. These women are gonna have tears in their eyes when they see just how sorry and weak their man really these dudes are, man. It's gonna be pitiful. They're gonna be screaming more than the doggone women. Okay.
Relax, big guy. Easy, don't damage him.
They could be screaming more than the women. You don't believe me? Go on YouTube and see if you could listen to the black box recording or to the cockpit recording, okay, of an actual plane crash, and listen to the people screaming about there. It's terrifying to hear how the man them screaming can out scream these women, man, on the plane. It's a horror. You'll never forget that if you hear that. That's an actual recording of when the plane going down. These people know they're about to die. Okay, and that's what's going to be going down. Okay, let's close it out here with the book of 1 Corinthians 4 and verse 9. Start with verse 9. It says, "For I think that God had set forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men. And that's exactly what it is, man. Come on, people see me out there every Sunday, okay? They have never seen this before, okay, in El Paso. But here they had this guy standing out there in his red cape, sackcloth, and, with all these signs and a Bible in his hand, talking at the top of his lungs and all that stuff. That, that's absurd to these people. Like, why are you doing it? Why are you wasting time, okay? We prepare lessons to go out in the highway in the Bible. We prepare lessons to bring out daily, okay? And these are work that we put in. So it takes away from all of the other carnal things that we used to do in life. When you used to go play games or go chase skirts or do grab ass, whatever the hell you was doing out there, okay? We are now, okay, putting all of that energy and effort into what? Serving our King, Amalek, okay? Yahushua Hamashiach, okay? And it says we are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise. In Hamashiach we are weak, but ye are strong, and ye are honorable, but we are despised. Okay, so we're out there being despised. Okay, the men to go out there to deal with this. Okay, he didn't raise up little boys, he didn't raise up the women to go out there. Okay, he didn't want the faggots to go out there. He's not looking for these guys out there who love their mansions and their 12 cars. He's not going to raise Mayweather to go out there. He's not going to raise Kanye West to go out there, Michael Jordan. These guys are getting their benefit here in this life right now, and when they get put down and they come down, they understand or realize they're just niggas. Oh my goodness, that's just gonna be a really bad day. Is to when you have what is called the awakening of understanding that you are just a nigger. All right, and they are going to get that day coming to them. And it says, even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place, and labor, working with our own hand, being reviled. We bless, being persecuted, we suffer it. And that's exactly what we are doing right now. Because why? There's a crown at the end of it right now. Okay, you're not in that mode of looking at panties or looking at these hoes bending over or chasing skirts or trying to determine who like you or whatever the case like that. We're already past that right now. We are looking at what? The everlasting life. Okay, being those men that's going to be glorified. Okay, getting a crown place on our head from our King Amalek. Okay, Yahushua Mashiach. Okay, and saying, well done, servant. Okay, and now we're in the chariots, and now we have all those godlike powers. Okay, that's what we want. That's what I want, and that's what you should want. So Lord willing, you will edify. I just wanted to bring this out here because these young jakes, people come up to the camp all the time, and when they do, they just seem to think that they brush it off. Okay, why? I'm nobody. Okay, we are nobodies out there, and this is just a scene for them to see and laugh at it like that. So when the danger and the all of the persecution comes on the tribe of Israel, and it is, okay, Jacob's trouble, okay, that's every Hebrew Israelite. It doesn't matter if you look like a doggone Chinese. If you look like a doggone Chinese and you're a Hebrew Israelite, you are going to get that judgment just like the rest of the 2/3 who haven't turned to this truth, okay? So it doesn't matter, okay? By your bloodline, you heard the word, and you despised it. So I'd like to close by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Rakaka, that's double honors, the teachers, elders, and apostles of great millstone. Also to you brothers that put into the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers